All right, so we're gonna be talking about grappling in this game, dude. Like every single time you play like quick match, and the moment you take the fight to the ground, everybody is just leaving, and like a huge part of that can be traced back to the fact that a lot of players really find grappling in this game to be shit and just straight up boring. This match right here, this John Jones mirror, we grappled quite a bit in this fight. I mean, this fight was honestly a lot of grappling, but there was like two styles of grappling that happened. I was trying to play like a movement style grappling base where I was like trying to move and transition and go for subs. Meanwhile, my opponent was more content. As you see right there, I grabbed the guillotine, pull guard, rolled him to mount. Meanwhile, my opponent was more trying to camp positions, right? He's not really move too much, wait for me to try to move so he can deny my transition. And like you see that a lot because players are worried about getting denied in this game. Get it is right there. I try to pass side control, he denies it. Getting denied in this game is such a big deal because when you get denied, of course, then it affects your short-term stamina. And we know how important short-term stamina is in this game. It not just short-term stamina, but stamina in general. It essentially controls everything. If you end up having lower stamina than your opponent, you know, it's easier for them to submit you. It's easier for you to get hurt and all that. And so it's like, what do we do, right, to make grappling more attractive in general, right? And it's like, this is not just an issue for the EA Sports UFC game, right? This is just in general in real life, right? Like a lot of people have the option of watching just kickboxing. They have the option of watching just boxing. But a lot of those same people want to watch MMA, but then the moment the fight hits the ground, right, they start booing like crazy. Where it's just like, man, do people want to watch MMA without grappling? And I remember doing a poll on Twitter, just kind of asking, like, why is it that you guys, what don't you like about grapple heavy styles? And the consensus pretty much was, we don't mind grappling, but the problem is these grapplers that are not focused on finishing the fight. These guys who focus on just control. That is all they care about. As this guy is gonna actually lock in a sub on me right here. And this is where I was like, okay, so he's trying to play this campaign style of grappling, and he's gonna have a major advantage over me if he's trying to do that while I'm trying to move. And so I decided right here, okay, we're gonna switch our grappling style, and we're gonna start camping as well, right? We're gonna camp denials, and we're just gonna take things very slow. And as you can see right there, bro, you get denied, your short-term stamina shoots down, and then you gotta sit there and wait for it to freaking come back up, which again goes back to why people in general find grappling boring. When it's too control heavy and not enough movement, people start to get bored, right? This is in real life, it's in video games, period. People enjoy grappling when there's something going on, when there's movement happening. In the MMA, they want you to be posturing up and trying to land brutal ground and pound. Why do they like Khabib? For that reason. Khabib will posture. He'll go knee on belly, you know, in half guard. He'll fucking posture up and boom, land ground and pound. He's actively trying to finish the fight. If he's not landing ground and pound, he's looking for submissions. He's looking for opportunities to end you. Compared to someone like Marab, right, whose whole entire thing is take you down over and over again, pin you against the cage. You know, his pins are not really that great. His ground and pound is not that ferocious. He doesn't really go for too many submissions. I believe his sub per minute is like 0.5 or something, which is really low. And so he can get boring to a lot of people, right? Someone like Marab, someone like Bilal Muhammad, compared to someone like Charles Oliveira on the ground, right? Like on the ground, Charles Oliveira is throwing up submissions over and over again. And so right here, this I can objectively say that the style of grappling I started using right now on top of him, you can call that boring. Because as you can see, I am so focused on denying. Like that's the number one focus. Look, I'm not moving. I'm barely moving. I'm sitting there waiting. And then when I go to throw, I'm ready to deny him as soon as he goes to move. And this is what bores people. Like, nobody wants to sit there playing this deny game. And it's also not even what grappling is about. I mean, look at, I had to wait for my short-term stamina to come back before I can start working, right? The way you, any little action you perform, your short-term stamina shoots down, and then you gotta wait for it to come back. While you're waiting, it's just boring. It's so freaking boring. You know, even players that really know how to grapple, you sit them down and you ask them, like, the whole entire system is just a slow, sluggish mess. You can't perform consecutive actions because you're worried about stamina. I mean, look at how low my short-term stamina is right now. Like, in no world will someone like John Jones or Habib or whatever lose their breath so much from just performing very few actions consecutively, right? Like, if you were to take somebody down and you try to pass the guard and mount, and they try to turn and you get their back and try to lock it, just that little action right there, your short-term stamina will just be gone, and then you gotta wait for it. Sit there and watch it like come all the way back. And so this this video is essentially like, one, to tell you guys why I believe everybody finds this to be boring, and two, to give you guys the opportunity to also write in the comment section why you particularly, why is it that you don't like grappling in this game. Like I said, I think the biggest thing is the denials, and I'm gonna make a bigger video, a more detailed video talking about what I believe is a better system to go with as opposed to this denial system we have right now. Because in real life, I'm gonna tell you guys, in real life, you don't really deny transitions. What you deny are grips, right? If someone's trying to pass my guard, they got to get a specific grip on me before they can pass. If I try to pass someone's guard and they're stopping me from passing their guard, they have to make some kind of grip on me to prevent me from passing. If you don't have any grips whatsoever and you're just on your back, passing your guard is very easy. And if you're trying to pass someone's guard without making some kind of grips on them, you're never going to pass their guard, which is why the vast majority of what gets denied in grappling are grips. You make a grip on me that I don't like, I strip that grip. You go to get an underhook on me, which is a grip, I'm gonna stop you from getting that underhook, because I know if you get an underhook on me and a crossface, you can flatten me out. So I'm gonna prevent you from getting that underhook. You try to get a whizzer on me, I'm trying to fucking deal with that, because I know with that, you could probably take me down. It can open up other opportunities for you. If it's on the feet, right? You're trying to grab the back of my head to snap me down. I'm peeling that grip. So what gets denied most of the time in grappling are grips. You grip my hand, you try to go 2-on-1, or maybe you try to, you're trying to arm drag me. I'm denying that. No, don't grip me. No, right? You're trying to roll into my legs. You got to make a grip on my leg. You got to grip my foot. I deny the grip. But in this game, there's no grip fighting whatsoever, right? It's you try to perform a full transition, and then your opponent denies the full transition, and you stop. You know, I try to put, it makes no sense whatsoever, and that's what makes grappling so goddamn boring. I think the way it should work, which again, I'll talk about in more detail in the future, it should be about denying your opponent grips. When you secure a grip, then you can pin the opponent. And you pin the opponent using the hold mechanic like in UFC Undisputed 3. I think that mimics grappling a lot better. And then if you want to get out of a pin, right, you have to strip the grip, which then resets you guys back to neutral. Which again, we'll talk about that more in the future. I think that will make grappling a lot more dynamic as I freaking roll into this this darce right here. And not just that, this game has a lot of contextual transitions, a lot of momentum transitions, and there are a lot of moves that play off other moves that we barely see in this game because everything is so freaking focused on denying. Deny. And it is one of the most annoying things to get denied in this game, bro. You see the bar almost fill up, and then it gets stopped. It does something to your head, right? As he's trying to escape, and I'm just denying him over and over again. And I'm gonna lock in this Kimura right here. So, I know I just threw a lot of information at you guys with this video, right? I know. But what I want out of this is, the main thing I want is, give me your thoughts in the comment section. What is it about the grappling? And try to be as, like, don't just, if you say, it just sucks, bro. Like, you're not giving me any info whatsoever. Like, I get it. It sucks. You don't like it. That's you telling me you're feeling. You don't like it. I get it. But can you pinpoint what it is about it specifically that just drives you crazy? Another one is the lack of positions, right? The ground and pound system is atrocious. I mean, it's really not. We've been complaining about that for a very long time. It's very rudimentary. It's just not good. The subsystem I like. It needs a lot of work, but I do like the subsystem. But the core grappling needs to change, bro. Needs to change. Got to do away with the deny system. Got to do away with GA. We'll talk about grapple advantage later. I hate GA. Got to do away with that. And a lot of things definitely needs to change, for sure. For sure. Anyways, that's it. A lot of rambling in this video. I apologize for that, but I hope I got my thoughts across. Give me your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you boys later. Peace out. Have a good one.